Hello students, Vande Matram. Today we are going to learn simple future tense. Okay, you know very well there are four forms in future tense, and this is the first simple future tense. The first tense for us to look at is the simple future. Now this tense is a little tricky. Okay, students, how you can see, because there are few different future simple forms. The three most important are, you can see at the top of the page there, I am writing there three forms. First, going to; second, present continuous; and C, will. Okay, let's talk about where to use these forms. Okay, so we make we use going to express plans and intentions. As a uh, title, I am there given a title, going to plans and intention. That means when we use the form of going to, there we explain plans and intentions. Okay, we make this with form subject plus am is are plus going to plus verbs first form plus object. For example, you can see the first example: we are going to buy a car. Okay, uh, that means we have a plan to buy a car soon. Second, I am going to start exercising regularly. Third, Rahul is going to take a vacation from week. Okay, now it's now if it's more than a plan. Okay, if we have made the arrangements, then we use the present continuous. Okay, here I am given a title B, a present continuous, fixed arrangements. That means we are using this present continuous to show fixed arrangement of future. Now, you know very well, we sometime arrange some arrangements and tell when we want to show that arrangements, then we using present continuous in future tense. Like see, you can see their structure of subject plus am is are plus verbs ing form object. Okay, so uh, then we use continuous fixed arrangements, and they are also given a structure. And when we use it to talk about the future, it is stronger than going to. Understand? When we use it present continuous to talk about the future, it is stronger than going to. Now we see the examples of present continuous fixed arrangements. Now students, you can see the examples of present continuous fixed arrangements where we use present continuous in future to talk about it is stronger than going to. Okay, so you can see the first example: I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. You can see the first example: I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. So, my parents and I have a plan to do that. Okay. But also, we have agreed on the time and place. It is fixed. Here's another sentence. Sentence number two: we are flying to Mumbai the day after tomorrow. Okay. So we have purchased the flight tickets and our trip is confirmed. So it is what? Arrange, fixed arrange. Now, third example. Jose is giving presentation to the board of directors on the 10th. On the 10th means on the 10th of this month. Okay, this is also fixed arrangement. Now you might be asking, so what's the difference really between going to and the present continuous? Okay, this question is created in your mind. So what is the difference between going to, uses of going to, and the present continuous future? So well, Here is a situation to help you understand going to versus present continuous. Okay, students. Now, now see the difference between going to versus present continuous. Okay, here I'm giving a title going to versus present continuous. So you can see the first example. I am going to see the dentist sometime next week. You can see in the bracket I have written their plan in the sentence number 1. First, what is the where I use going to there in that sentence in bracket I have written there it's a plan. Okay, so first example, I am going to see the dentist sometime next week. Okay, so do I have a plan to see the dentist? Yes, but do I know on exactly what day? You can see in the first example they are not given the fixed date or day, exactly date or day. So but do I know on exactly what day? No, I haven't booked an appointment yet. But if I say I am seeing the dentist tomorrow afternoon, you can see in the first example I have also written the arrangements example where I am using present continuous. I am seeing the dentist tomorrow afternoon. You can see in the future tense I am also using present continuous. I am seeing the dentist tomorrow afternoon. This is arrangements example. That is confirmed. I have an appointment. One more example you can see in the second example, we are going to get married this year. We are going to get married this year. This is the example of going to where you can see in the bracket I have written their plan. It is the example of plan. Okay, we are going to get married this year. It's a plan. Is the date fixed in this example? No, it's a plan. We are getting married on December 21st. You can see in the second examples, I am also written their present continuous in future tense arrangements example. We are getting married on December 21st. There's exactly date is given. This is the arrangements example when we use present continuous as a telling about future. Okay, so students, now we are going on next topic. We are getting married on December 21st. This is the example of arrangement. This is an arrangement, so that's the difference between going to and the present continuous. But what about will? Let's talk about that now. Let's talk about will now. Will, instant decision, offers, promises. Okay, in future tense, when we use will, okay, I will go to market, I will, and all, in a simple future tense, we are already know that the structure of simple future tense, subject plus shall will plus verb plus object. But when in simple future tense, when we use will, there we explain instant decision of us, offers and promises. How? You can see in their example. Okay. Will is used to express three things: instant decisions, decisions that we make suddenly at the time of speaking, offers and promises. We make this form with the subject plus will plus a verb in its base form. That means in its main form plus object. At a restaurant, a waiter asks you, suppose, okay, at a restaurant, a waiter asks you, you can see what he asks to you. First example, may I take your order? Then you replied, yes, I will have the burger and fries combo, please. Okay, this is the example of instant decision. This is an instant decisions. You didn't plan 2 weeks ago to eat this food at this restaurant on this day. You just made the decision now. Okay, so this is your sudden decision, and here we use will to explain our sudden decision, instant decision. Okay, here's another example. The example number 2, the phone is ringing. Okay, the phone is ringing and you say, I will get it. This is also instant decision. Okay, you just decided to answer the phone. The next two examples show will used to make offers. Okay, the third example, these files are really heavy and you say, I will help you with them. Offer. This is the example of offer. So I'm offering to help this person who carries the files. That person can say, okay, you suppose that the person can say, okay, thank you, or no, thanks, I can do it myself. Similarly, it's hard to, okay, next example. Similarly, it's hard to get a cab at this year. Similarly, in the fourth example, it's hard to get a cab at this hour. I will give you a ride home. You have give a offer. Okay. So I will give you a ride home. It's hard to get a cab at this hour. I will give you a ride home. This is offer. You might say that to your classmate of yours when leaving school late. Okay, your classmate might accept or politely decline your offer. And here, sir, will used to make promises. Okay, here you, in example number 5th and 6th, you there show the promises. How? You can see the example number 5. Can you lend me $200? So the reply is, I will pay you back next week. Okay, here in the example, you can see the person asked you, can you lend me $200? And he promised you that I will pay you back next week. Okay, so in this example, we can see the promises showed there. I will pay you back next week. In the future promise he put there. Sixth example, thank you for your email. We will respond within 2 business days. All right, so far we have talked about expressing plans and intention with going to, fixed arrangements with the present continuous, and 3 uses of will: instant decision, offers, promises. Okay, but there's one more future function that you need to know about, and that is making prediction. Will and going to. You can see I am given the title there, making prediction in future tense, making prediction, will and going to. The function is will and going to make prediction or guesses about the future. We can use both will and going to. These two forms are interchangeable for making prediction in many situations, meaning that you can choose whichever one you want. But there is a slight difference. We normally use will to make predictions. You know very well we normally use will to make prediction. Will. Prediction based on knowledge, personal experience. We can see the first example. I think Spain will win the 2018 World Cup. They have been, you can see in the first example, I think Spain will win the 2018 World Cup. They have been playing well recently. So based on the that knowledge. So here you can see this example is the based on the prediction of knowledge. Okay, you know about the Spain's team, and about on the base of knowledge you predict that I think Spain will win the 2018 World Cup. Second example, you should watch Interstellar. It is the name of film. You should watch Interstellar. I'm sure you will love it. Okay, I know that you like science fiction films. Okay, so I am confident you will like this one. Okay, going to prediction based on something in the present. You can see I'm given there will and going. Will is using for prediction based on knowledge and personal experience, and when we used going to prediction based on something in the present. You can see the example. Look at the sky, it is going to rain soon. We can see lot of black clouds, so it's definitely going to rain in a few minutes. So now second example, sorry, fourth example. Mom is going to be really happy when she sees my grades. You can see in this example. So this kid has done really well on his exams. Maybe suppose a kid has done really well on his exams. He has his report card in hand, and he knows for sure, he's sure for that, his mother is going to be happy when she sees it. Alright, so remember this difference in making prediction with will and going to. Okay, we use will when prediction is based on knowledge and personal experience. We use going to when prediction is based on something in the present. Like look at the sky, it is going to rain soon. Okay. Okay, we have converted a lot of information about the future simple tense. Now we see the review which points we completed here. Okay. So students, let's get review of simple future which topics we have learned here. Let's get review of simple future tense. What we have learned here, which topic we have complete here. Okay. So going to present continuous will. Okay. We use going to talk about plans and intentions. Like example, you can see the example, we are going to buy a car. Okay, we use present continuous to talk about the fixed arrangements. The example of arrangements, I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. Okay, uh, I am having lunch with my parents on Saturday. This is the example of arrangements. We use will for three main purposes: to express instant decisions, promises, and offer. You can see the example number third. It is the example of instant decision in future tense. I will have the burger and fries combo, please. Okay. Fourth example is the example of where we use will for offering. I will help you those files. Okay. And to make promises. Sentence number 5. To make promises, can you lend me $200? And I promised I will pay you back next week. Okay, we use both will and going to make prediction. There are two both examples of prediction. Example number 6. If a prediction is based on our opinion, knowledge, or experience, we use will. I think Spain will win the 2018 World Cup. This is a prediction of knowledge. If a prediction is based on something we see right now, like look at the sky, it is going to rain soon. This is the prediction of present time. Okay. Okay, students, now your homework is to make 15 sentences, and you have to use also going to and fixed arrangements examples, plans, and intentions. An example of will, where you tell about instant decision, offer, and promises, and you also use the example of predictions. So students, send me your homework on my personal number. If you have any confusion, you have to ask on my number. So send me your homework on my personal number with your name and class.